In order to advance, each team member must shoot a fruitcake through the snowman's buttons. Fail to complete this challenge before the other teams, and it's bye-bye.
We're talking Jingle Bell Run.
What do the lonely do at Christmas?
Here's a quick synopsis. Self-described bookworm Avery is paired with retired hockey star Wes to compete in a holiday race across America. The team struggles through themed challenges until romance runs its course. And let's dive into the holiday drum roll. I am giving this movie a sleigh or a 4. First off, I really like the premise of this movie because it reminded me of a Christmas version of Amazing Race. And I don't know about y'all, but I can sit up and watch Amazing Race all day and be so happy. And so that's pretty much what this movie was, except it was more centered around the US rather than going to other countries. And I really liked it. They had like clues that they had to do. One of the things I think made this movie really believable is the fact that the prize was legit a prize. When I talked about my St. Nick's trivia, that prize sucked. This one was legit because each person that wins this competition, they get $1 million. And you know people are going to be fighting for that because that's a legit prize that people could use. And I honestly think that Hallmark either needs to make this like there needs to be like future movies where this is the case and we kind of get to see like other people competing because I was very intrigued. Or Hallmark needs to make this like a real thing. Like this needs to be a competition they sponsor and people can actually win because I think that would be so fun, so cool. And so Hallmark, if you're watching, pay attention. You need to do one of those two options because I actually really enjoyed this movie and just trying to figure out the clues as they went on to their different part, because basically the clue told them where they had to go, like what state they had to go to, what city in that state they had to go to, what place in that city so it like they had to narrow it down, and it was really, really interesting. One thing I did not like is there was, in the beginning, one of the first clues focused on German stuff and how they were saying it was trash. Like they were not using the right pronunciation for some of the German words. So that kind of irked me a little bit. I was like, oh no. Because I also feel like this movie was kind of taped more like a reality show. So I didn't really feel like I was watching a movie. It really felt more like I was watching a reality show. And that was kind of cool just because you kind of got to see other people's stories. They had like the part where they're like sitting in front of a camera talking. Like it was more reality show, game competition movie. And that was a really cool something different. I also don't feel like they like really forced the love issue. Like yes, it was a part of it and it was kind of like in a reality show, like where you have your people fall in love over the course of it. And that was pretty much like how it was in this movie. Like I don't think it was forced. I thought the chemistry between the two main leads was really good, and it wasn't like it was kind of more they got to know each other rather than just like, oh, we met once, but we're in love. So it was kind of like you got to see the building of the relationship, and towards the end, like you could really, I don't know, I felt like we were on the journey of their relationship with them, and I really, really liked it. I feel like this was like definitely a good watch. It was kind of just like a feel good movie. And I definitely want them to make a part 2 or make this like an actual competition that people who like Hallmark can actually participate in, like make this actually a thing and record it, because I think you would get so many people invested in this. I give it a 4 or a sleigh. Yeah, but overall, I thought it was really good. I enjoyed guessing like the clues too. Some of them went over my head, so I'm not gonna even front like I knew the answers to all of them because I did not. But yeah, it was really just a fun one. I was very invested in it. And one thing I also like, because they did record it like a reality show, is you got other people's stories too. So it wasn't just like it was mainly focused on the main 2 leads, but you kind of got side stories as well and kind of got to learn a little bit about them. But I will say I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there was one part that was so random. Like I didn't see one of the characters was telling a story and about one of their kids, and there was a twist that I did not see coming. Like I kind of felt like it came a little bit out of left field, and I was like, oh, did not know that's where y'all were going with that. But outside of that, I thought it was a really enjoyable watch. And yeah, let me know if you guys have seen this movie, but I really need this to be a thing. So Hallmark Channel, please listen, make this a thing. Either make it a part 2 movie or make this an actual competition, because I think that would be really, really cool. This has been another episode of Real Talk with Noelle.